Hello guys, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Now we will continue with our Python basics in Python computer programming language using TryHackMe. So again, TryHackMe is a gamified platform. It's like you're doing a capture the flag game. You're participating in a game-like environment. At the same time, you're learning the computer fundamentals and especially computer programming Python language using TryHackMe. So now if you go back to your TryHackMe account, so let me just back the dashboard in TryHackMe. So I created this basic account just to simulate, just to show to you, to demonstrate how you can learn some computer programming skills, especially Python, using TryHackMe platform. So if you go to learn, and then in the dashboard, just click learn. You can either use learning paths, you can do some practice, or you can search a specific subject or a course that you would like to learn. So in this case, what we did in the previous video was use Python and then type Python basics. Let's see if there is C programming. Okay, there's no C. How about Java? Oh, so we have some JavaScripts here that you can learn, but for now we go back to our Python. So once you have already enrolled in the Python room, like in my case, I have a room, click Python basics, and in a previous video we tried to answer task 1 and task 2. In mathematical operators, we also tried to practice some of this syntax, and we were able to have some flag. Okay, so let's just review some points. Here in the first question is adding 22 and 43. So in your right corner in TryHackMe, in this Python programming room, you have your you have your editor. At the same time, you have the output below. Actually, in the editor, you can do almost anything. So for example, if we say 21, we assign, let's just write experiment. We add 21 plus 43. Let's see what happens if we do that. There is no output, since what we told Python is just to get a specific value, and you did a mathematical operator, this one, okay, and then there's no output. So for example, if you're going to just type right away 1 plus 1, there's no 2. Morning. Okay, so but if you assign, you say print, you want to print, since print function in Python will display the output. You have 1 plus 1, and you run the code, you have 2. Okay, let's do so. But this is kind of tedious because you're always typing what is inside the print function. So we can actually assign a specific variable. Let's just say output. Oh, let's see if this works, because sometimes there are reserved words that we cannot use. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this works. We just created the container or a variable. The name is output, and inside the container we can actually try some of this syntax. This one. So what about 5 minus 1? So 5 minus 1. The output should be 4. So you can do this examples to test what is the output of a specific mathematical operator in Python. Okay, then if we do 10 times 10, okay, and how about the division? So 10 divided by 2, so 5, then 10 modulus 2, so that's 0. About the exponent, so an exponent of 5 squared, or 5 to the power of 2, then you would have 25. And it's funny because this flag, actually when you place that one, is the answer for the exponent. Okay, so that's for the mathematical operator. What I just did was assign a specific variable that would contain a specific mathematical operation or equation. Now let's go to task 4. Let's see what are the questions here. So in the code editor, create a variable called height and set its initial value to 200. In the code editor, so this is the code editor, on the right side, create a variable called height. So word here, or if you place a specific string or a word, then you equate that with some value. So in this instance 200, then this becomes actually this is a variable. Another word, in local terms, we call this a word, right? So create a word called height and then assign a value of 200 to the word. In mathematical sense, we call that word a variable. Why? Because it could vary, the values could vary. So if we do this one, okay, let's just review, and actually you can just read this one, scroll down, different types of values that can be assigned to a variable. So if you have a decimal value, for example this one, 9.8, this is what you call a float, floating numbers, because there are decimal points. If the words here, or a word is a group of letters which comes together to form a specific meaning. So we call that one a string. And then if the value is a decimal number with no point, no floating point, then that's what we call an integer. But if the value has a true or false, it's called a Boolean. A list is something like this. Now actually the list would look something like this. So this is list 1, example Alice, and Bob. So later we'll look at how lists are created. And actually if you print a list here, okay, forgot, since these are strings. Yeah, so it's we call a list. Okay, so let's try to answer it. The flag. Repeated. On a new line, add 500 to the height variable. Add 500 to the height variable. Okay, so we say height we know that 200 is assigned already to the height variable. If we add a 50, let's see if it happens. Output. But again, I told you, let's try to see if this one works. Height now is a variable plus 50. Let's see this one. Yeah, it runs. So we have now the plug. Oops, just copy that. Oh no, answer needed. Sorry. The review, I print the value of the height. What's the flag? Okay. So here. Congratulations. So you have just answered task 4. Let's now continue to logical and Boolean operators in another separate video, so that for this video we concentrated in task 3 and task 4. Although there was a previous video for mathematical operators, this video is concentrated more on task 3 and task 4. So you can go back actually and try to have some fun. Like for example, food equals ice cream. Click run. It doesn't run again because as we know that we need to use the function print to be able to have an output here in our screen. There. Okay, so bye for now. Next video will be focusing on task 5, probably task 5 and 6, or just task 5 alone. Bye.